Hello and welcome to Ratchet and Clank Size Matters. Let's get that platinum. This is not a long game. I just platinumed it. I started the game last night and platinumed it this afternoon. And that's with sleep and like eating and breaks and stuff, so I didn't really go that hard for it. But let me see. What is the first trophy? Trying to collect a piece of armor is pretty early. So yeah, I played at like 11 last night and I got the trophy at like 6 today, give or take. So it's not a hard one. Let's get into it. I think first of all, it's weird the way they market this game. It's gonna sound strange, but I think it's weird that they market it this way. Because like, at no point is Ratchet small and Clank is big except for one level. And also, they don't really, like, the size thing is almost like underplayed in this game. It's weird. So this was a game that it was originally for the PSP. It takes place after Deadlocked, and it takes place before the PS3 Ratchet and Clank games. This is made by High Impact Studios, who are made up of former Naughty Dog and Insomniac devs, but it is not made by Insomniac themselves, which I think Ratchet and Clank 1, 2, 3, Deadlocked, All for One, I think Full Frontal Assault is also made by them, and then Tools of Destruction, Quest for Booty, Crack in Time, Into the Nexus, the remake of the original, and Rift Apart, I think are all made by Insomniac. This one and the Secret Agent Clank one I think are different. So before we start, there's a couple options. Turn on subtitles. You don't have to, I just choose to. There's another option that I want to do when we get into the game, but I'll show that when we get there. I would say there's an option that makes this game from unplayable to playable. And they explain it to you like a little bit late, which is like extra annoying, but that's fine. So I beat this today. I played this game on PSP and I gave up halfway through, and there's a level I'll show you when I gave up on, because I just wasn't having fun and it like kind of made me sick and nauseous, and if you've played the game you'll know exactly which level it is. But when I was playing through it today and yesterday, I was like, I actually think this game is pretty alright. I think it's below all of the Insomniac ones, but like, it's not a bad game. It's perfectly serviceable. It's just not like as good as it could be.
I swear, Clank, I'm done with all that hero stuff. Now let somebody else save the universe.
I think some things I don't like with this game is some of the writing is weird. Like, Ratchet 4 games later, it's just sort of like, alright, I'm done with this shit. It's like, oh, okay.
What'd you do that for? Whoa, what are you doing?
I'm taking pictures for my school project. I'm doing a report.
So this is this little girl is actually voiced by Nicole Sullivan,
You're Ratchet, right?
known for
I see you have an
multiple
knack for
smaller characters in Family Guy and Mad TV, and she played the hypochondriac. Or no, she played like the annoying hypochondriac in Scrubs, like the woman.
Clank over my head.
I think she died of rabies in the show and kicks off like one of the darkest episodes ever. Spoilers for a 20-year-old show. And then she voiced, was it Mira? Was that her name? The redhead who could like phase through walls and Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. Nicole Sullivan's great.
Come on, buddy.
And they got all the Ratchet and Clank voice actors. They got James Arnold Taylor for Ratchet. They got was it David Kaye for Clank? They got Quark's voice actor. And Nolan North is in here a bunch. Okay, the game looks a lot better than the cutscene does. Alright, so first things first, Ratchet does not like to like look forward when he runs. He constantly turns. So what you want to do is, to fix that, you go into options, you go to, I think it's camera and controls? Yes, there's a lot of options here, surprisingly. Strafe controls, change that to analog stick. View mode we'll keep in third person. I'll keep the rest of that on. Okay, thank you. The PSP is saving, I should be careful. Audio visuals, I think that's what we did already, that's fine. I don't have to mess with anything else. Okay. So what this does is that when Ratchet has a gun out, he'll walk sideways, which is how I played the other Ratchet and Clanks. I genuinely think it's like unplayable to play it without strafe, so that's done. Yeah, let's get rolling. So I guess I should probably look at the trophies, as is tradition. So here are the trophies we have to do. We have to defeat the bosses. These are story, that's fine, you'll get those automatically. Hold 1,000 bolts anytime, you'll get that in challenge mode. Obtain these all naturally. Obtain all gadgets. Not natural, but very easy to get. Collect a piece of armor we'll get in a moment. Complete a full set of armor is natural, because I think there's like the first set of armor is unmissable. Complete a secret set of armor. Not unmissable, but very easy to get. And then obtain a titanium bolt. Obtain all titanium bolts. These, I don't think they're missable, but they can be annoying. I currently know where most of them are and like remember where they are for the most part, but that'll be annoying. Earn 15 skill points. This is very generous. Ratchet and Clank trophy sets are usually pretty easy, but this one's even easier than most of them because there's 25 total skill points, so that's 10 that you just don't have to fuck with. Collect any 8 weapons. Again, you don't even have to get all weapons, just 8. Upgrade any weapon 3 times, so just max out a weapons upgrade. You don't have to upgrade all the weapons, you only have to upgrade 1. Purchase a Titan weapon, that's for challenge mode, or New Game Plus, or whatever you want to call it. Whatever weapon you upgrade, just purchase the Titan weapon for it. Purchase any weapon mod, again, pretty easy. There's lock-on mods for like 5,000 bolts, very easy. Purchase the Rhino, this is the biggest grind in the game, because you just need 10 million bolts for it. There is a way to do it. I'll show it off eventually, but the TLDR is that you go to the museum in this game, which is also part of like 3 other trophies, and you smash the like lawn chairs there, you save the game, and you reload it. And then you just do that over and over. Finish any race in 4th place. This is actually kind of difficult because the AI in the races is kind of interesting because it seems like they're better than they are, where it's like if you fall behind, they'll start going like glacially slow to like give you a chance to finish up. So this is actually, you have to like specifically aim for this. Re-enter dream time, that's to go back in. Execute a shortcut. You'll kind of need to do this for the race, but it's pretty easy. I'll show it off. Defeat a giant blue crab in Poketaru. You will not be able to get this in your first visit to Poketaru, but it's very easy besides that. Defeat Mungo using only a wrench. Hey, look, it's the only missable trophy in this game. If you miss this the first time, you have to go back and do it on challenge mode. I think it's probably hard no matter what. Some recommend, or I think the guide recommends doing it on challenge mode. I did it during the normal playthrough and thought it was kind of fine. It is a difficult trophy, and you'll see why. I might just wait for challenge mode, and just this time, just to like get out of the way, because you'll need to fight him again a second time, like just to get to the point to grind for bolts. So, but I should mention this: you're required to play through this if you try and use the bolt glitch to like get all the money. And not even a glitch. If you use the bolt method to get all the money, then you'll have to play through the game about 1.5 times. You can also just keep playing through normally until you get 10 million bolts. It's really up to you. Reach a score multiplier of 12. That's pretty easy, but it can only be done in challenge mode. Destroy 5 displays in Kaidon Mechanoid Factory. Oh, I forgot that was I thought that was a skill point. I forgot that was like an actual trophy. Get swallowed by a fish. We'll get that shortly. And then these 3 are all part of the treehouse. This is actually kind of tough, but when I get there, I can show off the like one challenge I did. But yeah, I think the biggest part of this game is that it's just kind of long. It's not long, or sorry, not long, but it's just there's a lot of like time wasting in it. Like a lot of the game is just doing stuff that like it didn't need to do. So you start off with the hyper shot, the acid bomb glove, and the lacerator. The lacerator is just a normal kind of like rifle, and then this is like a little bit of like an AoE kind of grenade. I say this because I beat this entire first level not realizing this was a weapon, because it kind of looks like the hyper shot from Ratchet and Clank 3, but that's what this is. So like I just got confused. Also just gonna quickly change this. I'm gonna be really annoying about this and put this on. I try to put the weapons on like the 4 like face buttons just to make it a little easier for me, and then I think I had this set over here in my last playthrough, so let's do that. Okay, so you should use your weapons immediately because they take forever to level up, and yeah, that's mostly it. This game did bring back like leveling HP, which is nice. So I guess I can kind of get into it now. I think my biggest complaint with this game is that it feels like they copied a Ratchet and Clank game and like just copied a lot of mechanics without really knowing why they were implemented. I think the other part is that like, again, this was made like in between the PS2 and the PS3 games. And I kind of feel like a lot of the PS3 games introduce a lot of like quality of life stuff that this game lacks. Like it just doesn't have them. It's funny that they tell you about the high jump because there's literally only one jump. I think maybe two that you need to use the high jump for. Every other jump in the game can be just double jumped. Okay. Also, this game has really bad ammo management. Oh, so here's another thing. So for these bolts, I think maybe it's in 2 or 3, but they eventually just made it that you just have to hold the analog stick in any direction, and he'll just like automatically do it. I think it was only in Ratchet and Clank 1 where you had to like circle around the analog stick like this, and they brought that back for this. And I'm like, why would they do that? They took away a quality of life. So what the game wants you to do is this. Or hold on, I think is it. How do I don't even know how to do this. L1. Oh, you have to do both, I think. Yes. So I think it's. Yeah, it wants you to do this, but like that's a pathetic jump and doesn't bring you forward at all. So you just double jump. This is the only time you'll have to do this in the game. It's just teaching you about a first-person mode. You cannot move while you're in first person, so it's fucking worthless. Also, god damn it, I wasted a fucking bomb on that. Oh, sorry. Whoops. It's so weird to play this after beating the game because, like, the rate of fire on this is so much better. Or so much, like, the fully upgraded version is really good, and this is not very good. Here's the only time you have to do the extreme jump. Every other time you can just double jump. For some reason, the ledge doesn't work here. By the way, if you see me just do this, it's because I'm used to having, like, the bolt breaker, or the box breaker. Okay. Gameplay. But yeah, I guess going back to it, it just feels like this game was made by... Like, they copied it, they used the same assets and stuff like that, and it's like, you would think they'd have a winning formula, but it just doesn't click. Like, I feel like the enemies in this game are very bullet spongy. Like, they all have, like, way too much health. I think there's too many of them. Like, there's multiple sections where you just fight, like, 3 or 4 waves of enemies, and I'm like, it's just kind of boring. Like, I don't think it's bad. Like, it's fine. It's just not, like, I've seen better Ratchet and Clanks. So, you know. Like, here we are, fighting another wave of these guys. Right off the rip. Did I skip that cutscene in the beginning? I don't remember. Did I let the whole thing play? I genuinely don't remember. Out of ammo. Sick! Hey guys, just all line up. Oh boy, and the camera too. But I can't blame the game on that. That's the PSP. I don't know if this is the PSP or PS2 version of this game, because they ported it to PS2 eventually. Boy, I could use some ammo. Alright, we're going wrenching. So much wasted XP. Okay. I do think the wrench scales with you a little bit better. I think it scales with your armor. So... that's kind of good. Alright, fellas. Can you all get in a nice circle for me? Thank you. Alright, just run in this acid. Thank you. Okay. I guess I can take it from here. Okay. Alrighty. By the way, the benches in the final area, they look just like this. Or like the lawn chairs. But they just give you like 30,000 bolts each or something like that, like 15, 10,000, something like that. Alright. Do this again. But yeah, it's just weird. It's just like, it feels like it's missing so many quality of life things. Like, not even just from the PS3 games, but even from like the PS2 games, there's some like better quality of life. And I know that a lot of that is probably due to like the PSP being like more limiting or something, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Alright, there's your first armor. Also, it doesn't show your armor in cutscenes. All of the cutscenes are pre-rendered. Every single one.
Super! I can't wait to show everyone the pictures.
Quark?
Also, I love Captain Quark. I really do. He's a great sidekick slash foil. I don't know why he's in this game. He doesn't do anything.
Hey, that's what I'm
He just shows up sometimes. He has like a whole B plot that is just like completely half-assed. He's, yeah, it's this.
Hey, Cork. Nice hat. Sorry, Cork. What? Was that your mother's hat or something? Seriously, dude. It's just a hat.
Like this, it's just off. Like I don't think Ratchet is like this callous. Like like maybe in the first game, but like ever since then, he's kind of just like, he's pretty empathetic. So it just feels so weird. Because he's like, I don't want to be a hero, and Cork, what's wrong? Warren just keeps needling him, and it's like that. This is not the Ratchet I know.
There she is. Get her.
I just noticed that shack has a little crab on it. Oh, what's gone now?
Looks like I'm gonna be late for my massage. Let's go.
Oh, one other thing I forgot. So 3 skill points in this area. You can kind of show off some of them. Train faster. So that whole section I just did, you need to do that, I think, under a certain amount of time. I could try and run through it now while there's no enemies. It might be easy. Because you don't get any... I guess that's another one of my complaints. There's nothing that speeds you up in this game. So like, Ratchet's normal speed is, like, okay. But his... but it's really, really noticeable when you're just, like, running from point A to point B with, like, no enemies. So, I don't know. Hold on, it's just... also, Clank's, like, your speed when you're hovering is incredibly slow with, like, no forward momentum. It's just all so weird. Like, I feel like they're, like, if they play tested, I feel like they would have caught a lot of this. I don't know if, like, High Impact Games was made of, like, early Insomniac devs, like, from, like, Ratchet and Clank 1 dev, because, like, it feels like Ratchet and Clank 1 closest to any other game, but I'm like, I don't know if that's a good thing. Alright, so that's that skill point. I guess that's probably the easiest way to do it. Do it, like, after you run through it the first time. I did it later. I came back with, like, stronger weapons, but you really don't have to. Don't rock the boat, and do cows get crabby? You can't get the cows get crabby one until much later, but it is a really easy one to get. Like, why did that take so many hits? You're a beginner. Like, you're one of the first enemies. We're in the first world. Why did it take 5 shots to kill you? Like, what are we doing? They do have the buy all ammo button, which is nice. Big fan of that. So the next one we have to do is, there's going to be a section where we're going to be on a platform, and when you're on that platform, you need to not get damaged. In general, there's not really a lot of reason to get damaged in this game. Like, you can do it if it's just easier, but I mean, you have rewind, so if you ever get hurt, just rewind and you go back a step. That's actually super crucial for challenge mode, because challenge mode, you get a bolt multiplier based on the number of enemies you beat. So once you get your multiplier to 12, you want to just keep it at that, because it persists between worlds and between, like, other, like, plot-related things. So you definitely want to keep it going as long as possible in the post game, because it's pretty important to, and it'll save time on grinding for the Rhino. But yeah, like, why does it take so many shots? Like, I feel like my biggest complaint with this game is, like, some of the movement feels really stiff, and also, like, the game balance is weird. Like, you don't, like, there's not that much ammo lying around, so you're, like, constantly running out of ammo, I feel like. And then also, like, the enemies are super bullet spongy. Also, a little quick here. Here's the first titanium bolt. 19 more to go. Bolt fan. This is kind of an easy one. Honestly, most of them you can find like this. If you just, like, before you, like, progress, if you just, like, look around and see if there's, like, a hidden platform or something, that's usually what it is. I don't remember where the second one in this world is. I think there's another one here. Oh, I know where it is. Never mind, I actually do. I know where it is. Okay. Also, when your health increases like that, you do get a free heal, which is nice, and, like, I've had to use multiple times, like, it's been important. But it doesn't do damage. Like, I miss in, like, the other Ratchet and Clanks when it does, like, a huge, like, AoE damage thing. Alright, we're coming up on that boat section soon. This is when the game gives you the tutorial on the strafing, by the way. It should be like right. I think it's because I have it enabled. It's not going to give it, but this is where it first tells you about it, which feels so late to me. Like, you would have to have fought so many people to get here. Hey, our first upgrade. All right, that makes this a little bit more doable, which is nice. It doesn't refill your ammo or anything, which kind of sucks, but we'll deal with it. It's all right. I found gloves. Oh, one warning I want to give while we're on the topic of titanium bolts. Do not buy any of these skins. Do not buy them until you get 20 titanium bolts. I know it's, first of all, insane that they decided to give Ratchet like this incredible like 8-pack. Like, what the fuck, dude? Or I guess it's a 6-pack. But like, canonically, Ratchet has an 8-pack because I think this is the first skin to have him shirtless besides like him being shirtless normally. But also, he started shirtless in this game. It's so weird. Anyway, doesn't matter. Do not buy any skins because apparently the trophy, the way it tracks is it just checks to see if how many bolts you have on you. So you won't be able to get 20 bolts if you spend any of them. So it like won't track it properly. Also, there's a trophy for fighting the giant crab. This is where, when you come back, when you revisit this world, when you come back here, the crab will be right here. You have to revisit anyway for one of the skill points if you want to do it. So don't worry about it. I don't think you have to come back here immediately. So this is the section that you can't take damage during. There's a couple different waves of enemies, but not too many. Oh, I should mention, this is another... That's another kind of issue I have with this game. There's so many fucking auto-scrollers. Like, there's so many sections where you're just, like, standing still or, like, just shooting, like, while it's moving for you. And, again, I don't know if that's, like, a limitation because of, like, the PSP, but it is noticeable. Because, the normal Ratchet and Clank games have these occasionally, but, like, not this many. There's a lot of them. I think a bunch of these spawn the first time, but not that many after. Okay. Not a ton of XP. Maybe a waste of ammo, but take what I can get. So yeah, the other skill point here is to use the Mooinator to turn 26 crabs into cows. And I think there's only 26 crabs in this level. I don't think there's any room for error. You have to turn every single crab in the area into a cow. Oh, there they are. Wow, really glad I got that upgrade. Like, genuinely, like it's really helpful. Okay. Keep going. Also, you only strafe if you have your weapon out. So if you put the wrench out, you'll go back to walking normally in case you like don't want to strafe. Like, this is just how I feel like most Ratchet and Clank games difficulty should be. It's just like, give me like 2 shots. I guess the one thing is that not as many enemies spawn on screen in this version because, again, PSP. Also, here's where the titanium bolt is. You'll definitely see it. If you, you'll see it as you're like going forward with the boat, or if you're like walking along the side, you'll probably see it out of the corner of your eye. If you ever like miss a spot, like because like this little boat went too far. Okay, I don't want to jump in yet. Like if the boat goes too far or something and you like see it, don't forget you can just rewind backwards and just do it that way. One thing I will give this game a lot of credit for, I don't know who did the sound design. It's Ratchet and Clank sound design to a T. Like this is exactly how the games sound, at least for the PS2 ones. They nailed the like kind of upbeat, like techno, or not techno, upbeat like electric kind of sounding, or like mystical. I don't know, not mystical. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Anyway, we got that skill point. I'm going to try and point out the skill points as we go. Again, you can decide which ones you want to do. Some of them are a lot easier than others, in my opinion. Like, there's some for, like, completing the minigames, or, like, getting a high score in a minigame. I don't want to do them. Don't hit me. And, like, I don't want to do some of those. Like, I don't want to do all the, like, races. I don't want to do a lot of the stuff, but it's fine. Alright, well, this is, I'm just going to do this real quick. Lombax sushi. Look at how far back they spawn you. Just gonna do this. Pretend I didn't jump off. I got the trophy. That's all I needed. Alright. We're gonna get a cutscene. That's the end of Poketara. That's all it is. Alright, well... Okay, there we are.
Target acquired. Proceeding to Galadog.
Help me!
I can't believe we lost her. Why would they want a little girl?
I do not believe they were after her. I believe they were after this.
Like, Ratchet is shirtless in this cutscene and he doesn't have an 8-pack. or a 6-pack. What happened?
What is this? If my memory
Who was
serves
like,
correctly,
yeah, let's give him
I
this?
believe it is a technomite artifact.
Yeah, right. Seriously, what is it?
It is a technomite
Look,
artifact.
Clank, that girl is in trouble and we can help her. Technomites are just some fairy story that parents tell their kids to explain how technology works. They don't really exist.
I believe they do exist. And
I
this
believe they were
is
created for
that is
this
why those
game.
robots wanted that child to get this object.
Did we? Did you? Ooh, that was quite a jog.
Why did he climb up? There was an elevator.
I think it is. Oh, gimme, gimme, gimme! I haven't seen one of these since. Well, I've never actually seen one, but I've heard stories about the technomites and their mystical objects.
I think this is the most Quark contributes to the story. Also, yeah, like, Ratchet just freaking out about, like, the idea of, like, mentioning this. Like, dude, you've been in 4 games. Like, you've seen a lot of unbelievable shit.
Let's
Like,
get out of here.
it's just so pointless. It's
Save
just
our
so
latest
weird.
time.
I don't know. The writing in this game is wonky. I don't think the story is bad. I just think, like, Ratchet isn't written that well. Quark is useless. Clank is written well. I think Clank's fine. I think the main story is fine. Like when you get to like the actual villains and stuff. I don't think the villain is like that memorable, but it's fine. It's like it's passable. I'm not gonna be like this villain sucks.
Have abandoned this area.
Yeah, the technomites. They're real tricky that way. All right, let's get this over with. Where are we going?
Well,
I'd go that way, but that's just me.
Oh, Quark. Why can't you just leave us alone?
Look, I can help you. I've been here before.
do you know where we should take this object?
Of course I do. But what's in it for me?
You want to find your family, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, if you tell us where to go, you can stay here and use our ship's computer to research your family history.
Ooh, great
Yeah.
idea.
This is Quark's
Good.
plot in this game. Quark realizes he never met his parents
Here we take the artifact.
That
and
big building. For some reason, the
decides now is when he wants to start hunting them down.
Thanks, Quark. You've been helpful.
And that's all he does. Is he's just in the background, vaguely appearing and looking for his parents. It's kind of a waste of him, if I'm being honest. I don't think, like, honestly, the game does not change whatsoever if you remove Quark. There's like one section later where you could argue that they put him in the game just for that, but I'm like, they don't even need to do that. It would have been a better scene if Quark wasn't in this game. Okay, so you can buy some weapons soon. I used the concussion gun earlier, and I thought it was pretty nice. Like, I thought it worked out pretty well. But I don't know. I want to buy it again. I didn't use the Agents of Doom at all. The 2 best weapons in this game are the... I forget what it's called. It's the standard rocket. There's always, like, one, like, rocket launcher, effectively. It's like, I think it's the last weapon or second last weapon in this game. Maybe third to last. That's really good. And then there's a beehive grenade, where you just, like, throw like, a beehive out, and then bees come out and attack enemies. That's pretty good, too. Beyond that, I mean, you know, there are weapons, I guess. So what we're gonna do here, or what are the skill points here? Let's see. So, bury the pygmies. This is a weird one, and I might be able to do this, but I think it's kind of difficult. Lights, camera, action, and ship it. Ship it, I think, is for breaking every single crate in the world, including a section later. So I got it naturally without even like looking for it last time. Lights, camera, action. You have to destroy 11 cameras in this level, which like is so arbitrary. Like, why? You can destroy... Oh, of course. But they respawn. So as soon as it's destroyed, you can kind of just wait a little bit. Unless I'm a fucking liar. What are you, shy? Where did you go? Oh, there it is. Yeah, just pop back down. I'm just gonna aim up here. Oh, so the treetops is just, or the sky is just a JPEG. All right, here's what I'll do. So that's 2. Let's shoot this one too. These are the pygmies. There is a skill point with them later. It is not now. But yeah, this is how most of the enemies work. Is that you'll fight a couple of them, and then more will spawn, and then you'll fight them, and then you'll keep going. And usually they spawn through a door you couldn't go through before. Alright, so that's, I think, 4 cameras. I guess I can just do them as I go along, but I should try and get them as I go. So that's 5. Is there another one up here, or was that the same one? I think that was the same. Oh, there's one. 6. Alright, that should be enough. I just get hit 5 more. They're throughout the level. Oh, also, real quick. Oh, a hidden path. I wonder where that leads. In the normal Ratchet and Clank game, that would, or in a normal game, that would be like, oh, you can find like another side mission or something like that, or you can do this or that. Also, I think this leads up back to the ship. Yeah. So you can just also just jump down from the ship this way. There's like 3 skill points where you just drop down on the ledge behind your ship. Or not skill points, titanium bolts. So you should always check right next to your ship. There's usually a couple that you'll find that way. To the point where I have to like start doing that. I think that's 7. 8. Oh, I can see you. Nice try. These enemies are a little tougher. They have an annoying range attack. So be careful of. Get out of here. I think that's 9. Also, worth mentioning, you will not be hurt by any of your own weapons, so don't worry about like walking the ass or anything like that. Yep.
Those cameras just keep coming. What should we do?
Just ignore them. They are probably an automatic security system.
All right, let's keep moving. They blow up real good, though.
They blow up real good, though. Cool. Just like, alright, sure. These enemies suck. They're tanky, and they have a projectile, and they have a melee, I think. There we go. They just hawk a loogie at you. They give you the old hawk tua.
Press the L button and R button together to center the camera behind Ratchet.
I don't think I'll do that. Thank you, though. I guess so before I was trying to like balance my upgrades between multiple weapons, I think it does make more sense just to focus on one. Wouldn't be a Ratchet and Clank game without a random small guy scientist who gives you a gadget. I also think the gadgets in this game are kind of lazy. Like, they're just kind of whatever. Alright, I don't know if more cameras are going to spawn, so now I'm like paranoid. Yep, hold on. Yep. Forget the buttons. I know I earlier said that you'd only have to use first person a couple times. You don't have to use it here if like the shotgun is really good at just like blasting them out of the sky, or the wrench, but there we go. Just want to get out of the way because I didn't like 11 is so much. Like it should have just been like shoot like 5. Like why do they pick 11? It's so arbitrary. Oh hey, these guys. Where the fuck did you guys even come from? Alrighty. This feels very like Spyro / old Ratchet and Clank-esque to me. Just like walking up to a random dude.
Ooh, that was a close one. Now, let me have that water pistol, little fella.
Do you guys like that stock chomp noise?
I finally perfected my Sproutomatic.
Sproutomatic, you say? How does it work?
By shooting mimic plants, you can make them follow you. Then, by using it to water electrosoil, the plant will hop in and transform itself into a
I think this is Nolan North.
Whatever you need.
It's doing a nerdy voice.
Did you hear that, Ratchet? That would come in very handy.
Yeah, Great.
Since you helped with the final test, I will give you this prototype to try for yourselves.
Oh, I just noticed there's a fish in it. That's cute.
Wow.
Back in my day, this would have cost like 2,000 bolts. They wouldn't just give it away.
That mimic
So,
plant seems useful. Why don't you want it
This
with
is
Sprout-O-Matic?
this is going to be a pretty high concept, so try and follow along if you can. So what you do with this is that you spray the plant. You bring it over to a plot of soil, and you spray it again,
Different mimic plants gain
and then
unique
that's
abilities when
pretty much it.
in the natural
it's
form.
it's so
Sprout's fruit is a
it's so
powerful
silly.
explosive.
Like, I'm just so lazy. Also, whenever there's one of these bomb ones, you can bet there's gonna be a breakable wall somewhere. So there's a lot of armor sets in this game. At first I was just like, oh, it's like a defense thing. Like it's like you know, you get different armor. But I guess the armor system is probably one of the best things this game does, like, that's unique to it. Basically, when you have a full armor set, your wrench gets modified with like different abilities, and you get like more damage reduction. There's like hidden armor sets too, like obviously like all the red and all the green are like their own sets. But there's like, if you mix and match them, you can make like, there's like certain ones that are like hidden ones that provide like a special effect, and there's a trophy for finding one of them. The easiest one to find is the full, I think it's the full wildfire set, like the first set you get, and then you get the sludge helmet, which is, I think, a helmet you get pretty early on. Alrighty. The other skill point here is that you have to get those plants to eat 5 of the pygmies. There's one spot that's good for it, but I've kind of struggled to get this one. Hopefully it'll be easier this time, but we'll see. So there's the exploding one. They make a ladder sometimes. They make a bounce pad sometimes. I think that's mostly it. I don't think they do anything else interesting. It's mostly just like, here's your gadget. You need a gadget for a Ratchet and Clank game. Well, I could maybe try it here, but I don't think it'll go really well because there's a lot of enemies here. Let's see. Huh. The other thing that kind of bothers me with this game is that all of like the big weapons, you can't just like fire them back to back. You have to like the Lancer's kind of an exception because eventually the fire rate on that gets pretty good, but like most of the weapons you can like fire like once or twice and then you just have to like wait a couple seconds before you can fire it again. Especially with like the gloves stuff, like the acid bomb or the beehive later. It's just like it doesn't let you like rapid fire them, which like really annoys me because you have to like dodge and like jump and stuff like that while you're just like trying to attack more and you can't because the game decided that's too fast. Oh yeah, this is the other one. This one throws you. That's all it does. Boom, ba-dum, boom, 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 ba-dum.
You planted a launcher plant.
I did. Oh, one thing about the breaking all the box things, I think if you die, the boxes might or the ammo boxes reset, so you have to find them and break them again.
Circle button while aimed at the target to attach to it and
Boom, ba-dum, bam, bam.
swing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could do that. You can try and like aim the hyper swing and do it this way, or you can just jump and hit the circle button. A tried and true thing. So this area right here is the perfect area to get the pygmy skill point. You just basically lure the pygmies over to the plants. The only thing you have to be careful of is don't let the pygmies get killed by like the Haktua. So try and run in a circle if you can. Oh, well that one just died anyway. Okay. Okay, this is not going well. So they have a special animation where they'll grab the pygmy and like eat it. Yeah, like that. And you have to do that 5 times, which is a lot of times. I'm just gonna restart back to the beginning here. So I think the best way to do it is like kind of go in a circle, and if you get in melee range, they should stop shooting as much, I think. But like sometimes they just don't do it. I hate this. I don't want to do this. This was really annoying the first time, and it's really annoying the second time. So I'm just not going to do it. I'm just going to kill him. I'm choosing this to be one of the skill points I skip because I'm getting annoyed. Boy, I'd love to throw more of these. Like, it wouldn't be that difficult if they didn't have, like, an AoE and if enemies couldn't, like, hurt each other. But, like, you literally have to, like, lure them to it. And especially since you have to do it, like, in one sitting. Like, if it was 5 times, like, the entire game, that'd be different. But, like, the fact that it has to be, like, in one run on the world makes it so much more annoying. So there's a couple different spots you can try and do that with, basically anywhere that spawns both of them, but I don't know. I guess the other option, because there are more plants here, maybe you could lure them to this area, but like I think you'll run into the same problem where they'll just like keep shooting you with the AoE and then just like accidentally killing the pygmies. I should just buy more ammo. Actually, now that I think about it, I should just go and grab more. Alright, I got one. God damn it. Wait, I got this. I got this. Aha! I just don't want to be hit. Alright, hey buddy. Oh, I wish I could just make that jump over there. It would save me so much time. I might be able to, but this doesn't take that long. Alright, hit that way. One of the rare times where there is nothing else to hit it with, even if you hit it backwards, it doesn't do anything. Okay. Then there's this side. Okay. Alright. You can try and grab the plant before killing the enemies. I don't recommend it because if the enemies will aggro to the plants sometimes, and if they take any damage, they just respawn. So it's just not worth it. Alright, and that'll throw me up there. But before we do that, I should buy more ammo. I don't think I need this. I don't think there's any other like sections where I'm going to need the ammo, but doesn't hurt. You may have noticed I've broken... Oh wait, hold on. First of all, there's a couple things here. I did notice that I didn't... I was going to say, you may have noticed I broke all... Oh no, I did, okay. So, I broke all the boxes, but I still didn't get the skill point. That's because there's a... another section here. First of all, this is the sneakiest fucking platinum bolt, just hiding behind the wall. You have no reason to turn around there. I think I did forget about that one. Here's the helmet. You get the boots kind of late, to be honest. Like a little bit after all this. You can don't teleport back to your ship yet. You gotta do this shit.
Yeah, great. It's locked. Well, looks like we'll never find out what that weird...
Yeah, man. I guess we're done.
Come on,
You've never
let's go.
locked doors have frequently stopped you
I
two.
am able to squeeze through this crevice. Wait here, and I will unlock it from the inside.
All right, just don't take all day.
So, this is the only Clank section. I don't know why. They give you so many tutorials and set up so many things here, but like this is the only time you do this. It just plays like it does in Ratchet and Clank 1. Bring out the gadget bots. You've got your normal commands here. That's all it does. I didn't realize it until I was on New Game Plus, like cleaning up some trophies, but it is kind of weird that they had this section once and then never again. Like there is other puzzles they do with the gadget bots, but like, and there are a lot of them, but it's not this. And you can control Clank like very briefly in another section, and that's it. It's like, it's so strange. I don't know why they did it, like why this section's included at all. I don't know if they plan to do more and they like, couldn't fit them in or anything. I think there's only like 8 or 9 worlds in the first place. Don't bother trying to attack the pygmies. Clank literally can't punch them, I don't think. You can attack the other guys, but you can't fight these guys. Very strange. Boy, if you thought Ratchet was slow. Fucking Clank moves glacially. Okay. Come on, lads. Oh, this is... this is such a waste of time. Here's what I'm going to tell you to do. Bring your gadgets in front of this thing before telling them to wait. Because this is so you can grab them,
To pick up
and then
Gadgebots,
move them over here.
and press the
You may
center
think,
button.
Nick, you maybe think to yourself, Nick, why don't you just throw them? It's because you need to first move the reticle before you can even throw them. So it just takes so long.
Press the
It's such a
triangle
complete
button.
slowdown of the gameplay. I don't know why that exists. I don't know why that's here. Okay, follow me again. It's just so odd. So the other thing is, if you enter that like normally, like if you're like, oh, there's a contraption the Clank can enter, and I enter it, the gadget spot or the gadget, little gadget guys, gadget bots, is that what they're? Will oh, nobody has spawned yet, I guess. So they'll be behind you when you get in, and you have to like slowly move the camera all the way back, pick them up, move it forward, put them on the ledge, move back, and you have to do that 3 times. I made that mistake my first playthrough, and I was like, this sucks. This is so slow for no reason. So just always like bring them in front. It will save you maybe like 20 to 30 seconds, and you'll thank me for it. So here we go. This is another one where they don't really tell you. I think if you fail or if you don't do it, they'll tell you, but you have to hit these like big buttons. This is the only time you have to do this. It's literally this one time and then never again. So I'm like, why is this here? Why is this part of the game? It's so weird. It's like, hey, hit these buttons. It's like, okay, are you gonna do this again? No, never. Speaking of, once again, of one-time sections. Alright, and once that first one is gone, you can just run straight. And they won't catch up with you. Riveting. Like, what? It's so pointless. Alright. Here. Feed on them. Feast. Also, if any of your Gadgetbots get destroyed or die, they do respawn. They just take a little while. Alright. And now you gotta do this. This is the furthest back I can go. Despite it being the furthest back I can go, they like land right on the ledge, which is kind of annoying. Makes it difficult to fit 3 of them on here. But I'll do my best. Okay, I didn't want to do that, but that's fine. So once you do this, make sure you grab them and follow them with you, because you may be like, oh, there's like 3 more here. Clearly I don't need those ones anymore. No. I didn't make that mistake. I always try to grab as many Gadgetbots as I can in all of these games, but I could see it being an easy mistake people make. I wonder if I'm going to get the skill point. Also, so what you have to do here is go down this long walkway, hiding in these spots every time a boulder gets in the way. Or, alternatively, just walk off.
Destroyed Gadgebots will respawn. Go up the
So I think if you come
elevator,
down here without the
respawn
Gadgebots, you
queue.
get this, but they can honestly run here on their own. Like, I wasn't sure at first, but if you just wait here, they will all eventually show up. Or I think what I did last time is I took the elevator back up because it's like, oh, I'll just use the elevator. So, like, kinda? I guess it kinda works. Oh, maybe it doesn't. When I did this the first time, literally every single one of them made it. So maybe I just, like, got good RNG. But yeah, you can't take the elevator back down, which is very dumb. Hey! Who's a survivor? Let's go! Alright, well, while you're doing this, or while we're waiting for our friends, throw you over there. So you have to do this 6 times. Oh my god. Of course it doesn't, like, the reticle doesn't work. Alright, that's 1. Anyone else make it? No? Maybe I got really lucky when I did this last time. Like, genuinely, my second time I did this, I just jumped off, and every single one of them made it. Why would you guys come on the ladder, or come on the elevator? Don't make me do this the long way, please. I'm begging you. Alright, maybe they'll run behind the boulder this time. Surely at least one of those 5 can make it. Oh! Devastating. Huh? Devastating. Like, there seems like there's a safe spot for him. I just don't know, like, where it is. It's just such a stupid section. How did I get so lucky with this the first or the second time I did it? Fine, I'll walk down the way the game wants me to. Alright, come on, fellas. Oh, they're just gonna keep going. Run, little guy! You can make it! You just have to believe! You can do it! Oh my god, the Mad Lad made it. Yeah! Let's go! Less work for me! Okay. So, like, it's clearly possible. I wish I could grab them from, like, the top. Fine. I'll take them down the normal way. Alright, hold on. Where are your brothers? Oh. I definitely just saw at least one of them get destroyed. I think that was both of them. Alright, come on. I'll show the way the game wants you to do it. It's just such a stupid section. Like, this is just a waste of time. So, because of Clank's glacial speed... Actually, I think you could probably make it down halfway. Or no, maybe you just follow the rock. Like, if you just time it well enough. No, because it's going to respawn. Yeah, here's what we'll do. Just hide in this little nook here. I think they automatically wait once you come in here. So then we can follow. And then we're done. Like, it's not that hard. I was just being annoying about it. Because it worked the first time, so I was like, surely it's not that hard to replicate. But apparently it is. There's probably like a specific like timing you can get down with it. I wonder if anyone speedruns this game. I can't imagine it, but people speedrun everything. Alright. Was it fucking worth it? I don't know if I got the skill point for breaking all the boxes. I must have missed one somewhere. Or maybe there's still more at the end here. So yeah, I thought because this looks like the boulder path that like you'd have to be careful because a boulder was going to roll in here. No, it doesn't. It's just aesthetic. Boxes? Fuck. I mean, that's whatever. I got this naturally the first time, but just be careful, meticulous. No, I didn't mean to skip that. Hold on. Actually, let me go back. That was my bad. It was just instinct, because, like, this is my third time playing through, so, like...
Ratchet.
How do we know this whole place will explode when you put that on?
We do not.
See? I told you. Big waste of time.
Like, come on, dude. Part of Ratchet's whole character is that he's curious. I hate the idea that he would just be like, ah, whatever. Like, I would be, me the player, I would be like that, but this dude, like, is known for being like, oh, what's this? We should investigate. Unless you're Ratchet from Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank 1.
This is so cool. What do you think it is?
It is a Technomite map room. They built these rooms to keep track of the
They
planets
built
they
this
inhabited. This one is Caledon.
Hey, that's where that robot soldier said he was taking the girl.
Exactly. And here are its coordinates. I have never seen these coordinates on any other maps.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go get her.
Okay. Sure. Alright, so I clearly missed some boxes somewhere, so we're just going to run through the level real quick, and then I'll wrap up. I'm annoyed I did this. I'm annoyed that it happened naturally the first time, and now I have to do this. But I haven't died at any point, so I don't think any of the enemies respawned. So I'll just be careful. This would have been a great time to finish getting those cameras, but what are you going to do? Alright, we went that way. Nothing over there. Okay. so mad. I'm so annoyed that I got this without trying. This is the problem with playing the game so many times back to back, because I get lazy. Nothing here. Tell me it's in this little like alcove. Oh my god, of course it is. I knew about this too. I think I found this before I talked to the tree guy the first time. And skill point? Even more? Really? Interesting. But yeah, I remember that part. I just forgot. I did it the first time and I did it the second time because I had the box breaker the second time, so I was much lazier about it, but it's fine. It doesn't take very long. I'm trying to show the easy skill points so that you don't have to do like the hard completion ones. Unless you want to. I just like don't think it's worth it. I don't think like the races are good enough to do all of them, so I don't want to. Alright. Tell me it was like right here. Tell me it's like a really obvious area. I don't want to go back to Clank's section. I truly don't. Don't make me do this. Anything with that. Please. Nothing here. Oh no. No. Not like this. Show me a box hidden behind a corner, please. No. No. Also, while I'm here. Oh yeah, this is the problem. First of all, there's an invisible wall here, but second of all, when you hover like that, for some reason in this game, you don't move forward. You move forward very, very slowly. Like, it's almost like a direct fall, which is annoying. Alright. How much do I care about this? Hold on, not that. I think you could just go back. Yeah. Oh, tell me you didn't reset it. Tell me I don't have to do all the Gadgebot shit again. Just let all the doors be open. If it's not... Okay, yeah, it seems like the doors are open. Why is the camera being so weird? Also, I should be more careful. To, like, look everywhere. Well, this is nice, at least. As long as you don't leave the planet, you can just keep looking around. I wonder... Oh, they all entered, right? They went into the doorway, so they're not going to respawn? Oh, boy. So yeah, I think I'm going to do... Hello? I think I'm going to do a full playthrough of this, because it's not a very long game. I want to try and do more games where I, like, try and get the platinum all in one, like, playthrough. It's been a good time when I did it with, or it was a good time when I did it with Sly Cooper. So I want to do more of it. And I want to try and do it while it's fresh in my head. Like, I just did this, so, like, I know where a lot of, like, the titanium bolts are, skill points, etc., like, which weapons work and stuff like that. So I don't want to take too much time off, or I'll forget that. Alright, sorry, fellas. I don't think I need you, so I'm going to leave you. I can't be fucked to get back in that machine. It's going to be, like, one stray box somewhere. Did I get the skill point and just miss it? No. Let's ship it, okay. Because I do think this is one of the easier skill points to get. Like, again, I got this without trying the first time. So unless this is bugged, which I don't think it is. Can't fall down there, okay. Here we are again. Ah! It's so dangerous. I like how it just, like, fades out. Oh my god, no. Oh, you know what it might be? Now that I think about it. When I did this the first time, I checked all of those little alcoves. I don't think I did that this time. I think I only checked that one. So it's probably in, like, the first or second one. Or I guess there's only two. So it's probably in that first one. If I see a box in here, so help me God. Okay. Huh. Okay, but now I'm like actually worried because I have definitely destroyed every single box in this level. Yeah, what the fuck? I did do it. What? No. I came back here for no reason. I did destroy every box. At least as far as I can tell. Well, I guess another way to do this is when you have the box breaker, you could just like jump and hit square on the ground like through the entire level, at least with the ratchet, and you'll probably get it out like without trying. I am annoyed. I've scoured this level. The only other place I can think of that I didn't check was the titanium bolt way. So maybe it's there. I'm so annoyed. I should have the skill point. No? Yeah? I don't see a single fucking box in this level. So I don't know. Anyway. I guess that's it's gonna be the end of part 1. Like I said, I'll try and go through this whole game. I'm shit talking it a lot just because like I have some issues with it. But I don't think this game is bad. I really don't. I think it's a pretty good game. Even the worst Ratchet and Clank is still a good game. So we'll take off from there next time. We've got some racing. We've got a boss fight. We've got magnets. No, not yet. Not magnets. Shrinking. Oh yeah, that's a good point. The whole theme of this game is shrinking. We have not gotten the ability to shrink yet. Also, you don't shrink at will. Every time you shrink, it's just like to do a puzzle or to like part of the story. Like you don't like. There's not a button to like be like I want to shrink now, which you would think they would do at some point.
Your back while you do all the fighting.
I mean that if the technomites want to stay hidden, they are making it awfully easy for us to find them.
I did it! I found my real family! I was poking around on the computer and I got a message from some company called FauxFamily.com. It's my entire family tree!
Yeah.
I've got to get to them!
Yeah.
Whatever that was you were doing.
FauxFamily.com? Does that seem odd to you?
Whatever. At least he's out of here. Let's get moving.
Yep. That's Quark. That's Quark's storyline in this one. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in part 2. And like I said, I've done a full playthrough of Sly Cooper for the Platinum. Currently working on Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories as well. I only recorded this because, like I said, it's fresh in my head. So it made sense to do it now before it all leaks out. But yeah, the only other game I was considering doing was I was considering doing Daxter because I platinumed that once already, but I honestly don't think Daxter is worth doing a video series in. It's pretty repetitive and kind of boring. Like it's like a solid 5 out of 10. Like I would say this game is a 7 out of 10. That one's a 5 out of 10. It's just kind of boring. It just go here, fight bugs, jump, that's it. I will say Daxter, significantly more platforming than this game has. This game has no platforming. Like there's like it's very little compared to the other Ratchet and Clank games, but that's fine. It's a lot of jumping forward, not jumping up or like going in like different like obstacle courses or anything like that. There's none of that. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. See you in part 2. Bye.